Everybody's ready. This is part 3 of the interview. It's Ray. It's part 3 of the interview. Ray Freestyle House. Ray the Freestylist. Ray rapper, singer, and the beat maker. I'm Ray. Everybody's Ray. Everybody's Ray. Everybody's Ray. Everybody's Ray. Everybody's Ray. We got them good vibes. We got them good traits of being a good being out here. Hey, it's part 3 of the interview of the day. Of the day. Of the day. It's Ray. And it's the interview of the day. Part 3. And so y'all can go check out part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2 of the interviews that I already did. Y'all can go view. And y'all can view them at this outlet, this streaming social and medias, the medias of socialness, the social media. I like to mix up the words like lots of people do. And so I'm that freestylers of today, of today, of today, of today, of the day, of today. Today, here we go. Alright, so I've been dancing, rapping, singing, and everything else. Modeling. Let's get to the modeling. I've been a model since I was 5 years old. I've been a singer since I can remember. I've been a model too. I mean, I seen the pictures. I was a cute kid, but literally I did, the fashion stuff and all that, and just modeling all over. I was in a modeling gig. I've been a model since I can remember too. Again, I've been seeing myself on home videos, dancing, rapping, singing, freestyling, and doing sports and all that. Since younger than, matter of fact, I seen my parents when I was, in the belly and stuff, on home videos. I've been up, and they already was saying my name and stuff, and chilling with my parents, and just being around each other, having good energy amongst each other on them home videos. On them home videos, when I say home videos, I mean it was family reunions and all that on the videos. It was lit up there. I'm from Vallejo, California. My name is Ray, and so my name is Ray Shaw, and they call me Ramy because my other parent name is Ray too, and so I'm the first child on that side, and the other side I am the middle child. So I have experience being the middle child and the older child. And so on top of that, I've been in everybody else's households on both sides. And so I've been the only child sometimes. I've been in households full of like 30, 40, 50 people. And so it just, I'm happy to have had different family dynamics. I'm happy to have had part 1 and part 2 of this interview. So if you want to get the timestamps and the connections of what I'm talking about and saying, you can get a better overview of what I was saying and stating. And so me stating in this, in the state of mind, state of being, and it's the ways that I do, use my choice of words. I am an influencer. I am a speaker. And one of my parents is both of my parents are both, as far as influencers also. And so, one actually has an establishment of doing so, and they like a pastor and stuff. And the other one is very lit. They both very lit and cool. They both popular in the city of Vallejo. They're both from Vallejo, both of my parents. And so, and my other siblings on both sides, on one side of my family, they got the same parents. I was the older child in that house over there, in that household over there. And so it's 5 of them on my other side of the family, and it's 4 on the other side. And so on one side, we all got different parents. And so the other side, they all got the same parents. I'm just the oldest on that side. And the other side, I'm the middle child, and we all got different parents. And so my life is complicated. My life is unique and different. And so everybody has different walks of life and unique and differentness, and that's every single soul and every single person. And my personable and my impression and my impressionable first impression is to get y'all to understand the artist and the producer that I am. So my name is Ray, and I am for everybody in the world. I'm actually from the world, from the planet Earth, with everybody and everybody's unique life. And so I'm sharing in my life right now. So if y'all can check out 1 and 2, if y'all want to know more about Ray right here, I am Ray, and I sing, I rap, I freestyle, I dance. And so, again, I've been dancing all that before 1 and stuff. Y'all can check out part 1 and 2. I'm talking about how I was dancing, and I was in a couple dance groups, but not too much because I was the one moving around a lot in different people's households. Although I do got amazing parents that people actually look up to, and my parents did stuff for, and people actually, you know, I just was, again, the one fortunate to be in everybody's graces and presence. So we is the present, we the presence out here. This is Ray sharing my presence with y'all presence, and y'all be telling each other, and me and we be telling each other's lifestyle and lives and what we went through in livelihoods. And so in the neighborhoods, um, I just be, being that influencer in the communities. And so I've always been that way. So I've been a rapper, singer, dancer since could remember influencing person with my peers. And so, and our friends and our cousins on each other's different sides and the mutual families and stuff. And we all went to the same schools in the first place out there in Vallejo and Sacramento and Reno. So that's where I was at. And Fairfield and Vacaville is where I was stationed out as a kid. So for the most part, I was in Vallejo, Sacramento, and I would say Reno too because I moved out of Vallejo at 9 years old, moved up there to Reno with Vallejo folks. And so my cousins and my elders and their parents moved up there to Reno. I moved with them. They talked it up. I said, all right, let's go. But then, we would always visit each other back and forth. Vallejo would go to Reno, Reno would go to Vallejo. And so when I left Reno at 9 years old, 12, I was in Reno since 9 till I got to 12 years old. So I was doing sports like, street sports. I was never on the team out there in Reno, but I would play with my friends outside, basketball or soccer. I picked up the sport soccer at 9 years old. I took it serious. I would play all day, every day with my friends. Then, the basketball court was right there and the swimming pool was in there too. So I would swim a lot, I would play basketball, and I would just have lots of friends in Reno. In Vallejo, I didn't have too much friends, I ain't gonna lie to you, because my cousins and my siblings had all the friends, and they friends was my friends because I was always gone. I was moving back and forth places and stuff, or with my other side of the family. And so they would be on the other side with their family, on their other sides too sometimes. So it's just lots and lots of us, and all of us went to the same schools. Because again, if I was in Sacramento or Reno, Vallejo was there with me and my cousins, so we would all go to the same schools. Okay, and so I'm just happy to have had the opportunity to be going to school in Vacaville also. So me, I've been to over 20, lots of schools, elementaries and all that. So I picked up lots of different ways of learning and teachings and just getting pulled out of school, getting pulled out of houses because my parents wanted me back. And so I've lived with my parents and my siblings in the households before. So shout out to both of the sides of my family. Shout out to all my siblings and all each of their sides of the family. And so, and my cousins also, because even some of your cousins be having two sides of families also, and everybody is really just family in the world to us. We're here, we're home at the place of the earth realm with the different dimensions of the mentionings of just how life goes. And I am a speaker, a fluent speaker. I like to speak, teach, and learn from others. And people actually enjoy when I speak and talk and rap and freestyle. I freestyle even talking. So that's what I'm doing right now in the interview. This is Ray. And I'm doing an interview about my life and about life in general. and tying our lives together because we are together here. And so I do music about that. I do music for us because it is a us thing. It's a me, you, it's a you and me, it's a we. We are the ones on the land, the islands. Our lands do line up together in the lines, in the parallel lines, the paradigms of straight lines, and just going through life. The line of life, the tree of life. This is life. This is us. And so this is me incorporating everybody else is in sync with my background and my presence, with your presence is a present. And so this is Ray. And I'm proud to be from planet Earth. Just like you are. And so we are here. And so again, I was in model agency at 5 years old. I would go all over, and compete with other people as far as in-person modeling. I wouldn't say per se pictures until I got a little older, and I couldn't wait for the pictures days at school. It was always a different school and stuff like that, and I always couldn't, anyway. But the thing about it is, my life, it'd take a decade for me to say everything about my life. Because again, I went to so many schools, been in so many households. Even when I got older, I started living with friends because I just felt like it up in Sacramento. Shout out to Sacramento. Y'all really have my back too, just like Vallejo, Reno, and Vacaville, Fairfield, and wherever else I lived at. And so when I did turn 12 after leaving Vallejo at 9, going back and forth to Reno. I started going back and forth from Sacramento to Vallejo at 12 years old. I left Reno I moved in with different family members. So they stayed up there in Reno for a second and moved back to Vallejo. And so all my family's roots is still in Vallejo, Sacramento. In Sacramento, but it really is in Vallejo. Vallejo just moves to Sacramento and back and forth, and so have I. It's been a traditional thing to do because we're so close, and then it's the Bay Area, and it's Cali, and we are in the NorCal. I'm happy to be with everybody, and so ever since I was 12 years old, I never got a spot in Vallejo after I turned 18. I would just move with my family members and chill with them for a second and move out and get my own spots in Sacramento, all the way up till I was able to be a truck driver at 21. I became a truck driver at 21. So ever since then, I have my own spots at 18, amongst my other cousins and family members too, and we would just chill with each other and do our talents, rapping, singing, dancers. We've been rapping, singing, dancing. I've been rapping, singing, dancers since like I said, I would see myself even before I got to Earth with my parents, and they talking to me, chilling, and everybody just chilling up there and news. And when I got here, I would see myself on home videos, before one all the way up. Even though I was there, everybody else's cities and houses and stuff, we would visit each other and still be on camera at the family reunions and the little family get-togethers and gatherings and festivities. So, with that being said, I am a family person. I'm a family guy. This is Ray, and I was in a dance class at 5, and I left that dance class at 6 because the dance instructor was doing something else. And so anyway, and then I ended up again moving up there to Reno and being in a dance class for a couple of months. Then I never, I got to Sacramento and they was lit too. They was always dancing at school. They was always dancing when I went back to Vallejo. And they got their way of dancing. So, I dance like Ray, but I got my lingo too, lingo and all that from the cultures, all of the cultures. I've been everywhere because I've been a truck driver. Before that, at 18, I went up to the CCC, California Conservation Corps, where it's like Job Corps. I've done Job Corps, so I know every walk of life there is. I'm happy to have had the wisdom from lots of people, especially my actual parents. I lived in the household with my parents. My parents would come get me, and come visit with my siblings and cousins. And so, and my parents' siblings and cousins, and their kids. So, I've always still been connected with everybody, even in Sacramento. My well people had people out here at 2 years old. I remember always visiting and actually being living in Sacramento on and off since I can remember 2 years old and all that too. And so shout out to Sacramento. It's home to me too because I am actually damn near from Sacramento and Vallejo, but I am born and raised from Vallejo. And Sacramento has been there for me again. You know how you get older, you go to friends' house and stuff. I would go to friends' house and never leave. I'm that person, that everybody felt cool enough to be around and around their kids to where I just would move in without even knowing. I would be there for months. I would go to family member houses and be there for months because it was just so lit and fun. And then even though I would live there, we would link up and leave together, all this stuff, and do talents. Anywhere I was at, in Sacramento, I actually ended up in another dance group when I was 15 years old. And after school we do that, but it was only for like a month. So, and at them schools in Vallejo and in Sacramento, Reno, wherever I was at, I was real active. I'm an active person, and I always do fitness and stretching. I like to PE and all that. I would, but again, even at lunches and stuff, I would see very nice talents. I had really nice lit schools in everywhere. So from middle school all the way up, I went to school in Sacramento, California, and I would leave for the summer, or they would come visit me for the summer, as far as Vallejo goes. Or I would leave out of Sacramento and just start living in Vallejo and just don't go to school at all, even when they was in school, or I was in school. Or just to take taking taking the space out to recollect and get that bond and wait for them to get out of school, or just chilling around Vallejo so I can stay connected to my family and going to family member houses. Even if they was older than me, I'll just go visit each other's houses, wandering around Vallejo. So I never left Vallejo too far from Vallejo. I do the same in Sacramento. I visit my people in Sacramento. There's multiple people in multiple houses, different places in Sacramento from Vallejo that knew everybody in Sacramento, but I knew people in Sacramento because I went to school in Sacramento and all that. And so this is part 3 of my interview. And so shout out to Sacramento, shout out to Vallejo. This interview is about Radar, Ray Talent, and Ray's talent did have something to do with where Ray's background was. And so at school in Sacramento, they would always be dancing called turf dancing. They would be gliding and stuff. And so I picked up that, and I always watching Michael and Prince and all them anyway, because I would hang out with people older than me, younger than me, and the same age as me. And so being that I was the youngest, as far as my immediate cousins and my immediate siblings go, I was actually the middle child some places, and then the other side I was the oldest. It's just I was placed in different dynamics, and so I could rap and sing about just about anything for everybody, any age, anywhere, any backgrounds. And so in the Bay, they was, going, doing a little whatever stuff it is, going crazy, like, different. And so Vallejo and